The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and sponsored by international award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of Missing. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 40 podcast platforms, as well as HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We can be heard in over 100 countries, featuring over 1,000 well-known and amazing guests throughout the globe. And named one of the top 100 global podcasts in the New York Weekly Times, Hollywood Entertainment News, Los Angeles Weekly Times, Apple, and Chartable. So sit back and relax and enjoy another great episode of the award-winning Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs, and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-winning author Mia Mosinzia Missing, available on Amazon and paperback, and www.miamosinzia.com. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's backed by popular demand, singer-songwriter who grew up in the South Shore of Long Island, began his career at 11, and his father managed the Gemini 5, and in 17 underwent a musical awakening that led him to discover source music at 432 hertz as well. And his son Max died from unintentional drug overdose and released 3 amazing albums. He was on before with Ascendedman, also the Language of Clouds. And last time we talked, he was on the World Ascension Tour and had a great following about that. And now he's back with a little bit of numerology from Heaven Above. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Florida, surviving Hurricane Ian, he's back and better than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented and backed by popular demand with angel numbers, Scott Howard. Scott, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
How you doing there? Hope all is well.
Hey, it was doing great. It's always great to have you back on, Scott. So last time we had on the show, you played live for us, talking about the World Ascension Tour. And before that, we also had Ascendedman, Language of Clouds, and many more. You just shared some great stories and some insights about so many things. And by the way, how's that World Ascension Tour? How'd you guys do it, and how's it coming so far? What's the latest?
In about 2019, I realized that I would not be able to tour anymore based on the current climate at the time. And I shot a concert film. It was the first concert film in 432. And it was banned almost immediately at that time. It was on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Tubu, Fandango, and Film Hub, and a bunch of places like that. It's called World Ascension Tour, live at Village Studios in 432. And it is a live concert, if you will, and it's in 432, which is great for the family to sit and watch, in front of the TV. And I did the soundtrack in vinyl because I know the baby boomers and a lot of people are enjoying the vinyl files. I guess they love records. Something you could feel and hold. And that was recorded also in 432. So the sound is really excellent. That you can buy on my website, scotthowardmusic.com, because there's no place that knows how to market vinyl records online. Apple doesn't do it. And so I found that, I didn't want to put it on Spotify. It's not the place to market a vinyl record. So anyway, the World Ascension Tour, the soundtrack is, doing very well. People are not going out as much as they used to, so they're buying their music, if you will, and they're staying home. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, they need to start going out again. And in South Florida, it's kind of the last. It was the free state, if you will, and they stayed open, and the economy has done very well here. The bars are open, the clubs that have live music, and it's a great place to live and vacation. So, it's where I've chosen to exist, or not to exist, to live, not exist.
Mm-hmm. And also too that you also have some new music as well too. You got Angel Numbers out. That's the new album, and you also got some music out there too. And we'll talk about that really quickly. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the mikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout-out to our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews. An Eve 11 endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes, Riley, and Mills. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the mikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms. Heard in over 100 countries and on hamiltonradio.net every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Also on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, and more. Some networks will be added very soon, along with some platforms. Stay tuned for that. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/MeandMosensia for great books like Missing, One, Some Wrinkles, cool merchandise like T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/MeandMosensia. Check it out today and support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the terrific singer-songwriter from Florida, Scott Howard, here on the Mike Wagner Show, and coming off the World Ascension Tour, playing in 432, and just being back home, and a little bit of Angel Numbers. That's a highly anticipated release. And tell us more about Angel Numbers and what inspired you to do it.
Can you repeat that entire thing you just said? I'm kidding. Hold me back. Well, the next, after World Ascension Tour, which is done very well worldwide, but unfortunately the concert itself was censored. So anyone that's interested, please go check out World Ascension Tour, live at Village Studios. If you don't type it in right on Amazon, you get a truck rally. So, they really did not want anyone to watch it. But excuse me. But my next album is Angel Numbers. I seem to know the name of my albums ahead of time, and the one after that one is going to be The Tree of Life. I also I'm finishing up my ebook, which is called The Lightworker's Journey, which discusses my awakening and the things that I went through in my life during my lifetime. It turns out I found out some interesting things. At age 7, going way back then, I was abducted by people above. And I was having dreams at age 7, and I had it for almost a year, the same dream over and over again. I was in a amusement park. I grew up in Long Island. They have all these amusement parks, and I was in one of those cars. It was like 1950 Corvette kind of cars on a wood track, and it was at night, and a 5-foot frog was at a toll booth. And he let me through, and I go down into an embankment, into a underground something, and 2 frogs would be trying to catch me. I see myself running underneath the pool table and try to get away from them, because I remember a pool table. Later on in life, I had one, not at age 7. But and then I see myself driving up an embankment out into the night. I'd have this same dream over and over and over again. And so at age 7, it began, evidently. And So as time went on, I had a lot of different paranormal things happen to me, and I just didn't think about it because I figured everybody else had that kind of thing. And I had a medium contact me about 4 months ago. Mm-hmm. And she said I was told to contact you by Nikola Tesla, of all people.
Oh, yes. The godfather of electricity until...
frequency.
Yes, that's right, until Edison took over.
No, Edison was a crook. But
that's what I said. Took over in sarcasm.
Yes, Nikola was an absolute genius. Turns out he was from Venus, of all places.
Huh.
And he evidently is one of my guides, and my other guide is John Lennon. Mm-hmm. As crazy as it sounds. And so this woman contacts me. Her name is Cheryl Page. I think her email is Cheryl at quantumhealing.com. A wonderful woman. And I got to get a call from her out of the blue, an email as well. And she says, I'm supposed to contact you and give you a channeling. And I said, okay, this is, someone wants money. She wanted an egg. She wanted nothing. And she literally she created a round table of people from the other side that wanted to speak with me and give me, I guess, direction on my life. And to prove that it was correct, of all things, I'm writing a song for my new album called Nikolai, Don, and John Q. And I'm writing this song, and I write the title, Nikolai, Don, John Q. And I get a text or an email from her saying, Nikolai is telling me that you are spelling his name wrong.
Huh. Interesting.
Sure enough, I was spelling his name wrong, and I fixed it. But my son passed in 2018, and he turns out he lives with me here at my home here in Florida. And a strange story is we had a maid cleaning the place, and all of a sudden, my son walks out of the shower. She's evidently from Haiti or something. And so she's got the third eye. And she sees him coming out of the shower. And he says to her, you can see me. And she says, yes, I can. And he gets so excited because no one's able to see him. And I see things out of the corner of my eye. There are beings in my home, and there are beings in everyone's home. Everyone, if you look at the corners of their room, their rooms, normally their master bedrooms, wherever they are, they'll start to see outlines of beings, and they're tall. A lot of them are tall. And so my son was put in charge of putting together this channeling, I guess, from the other side. He would put together a round table, if you will, like King Arthur in the round table, of people that wanted to interact with me. And the list of people were, and I wanted to speak with my grandfather, so he was on there too. But there was John F. Kennedy Jr. There was, let's see here. There was Nikola Tesla, John Lennon, who may be an honorary member of the band, by the way.
That's interesting.
So I'm entitled to some of the royalties.
I guess the fifth Beatle has been solved, or is it a newly created sixth Beatle? I mean, you have to battle with Pete Best on that one, or some guy named Epstein.
And then I had Leonardo da Vinci, of all people. That was pretty interesting. And I had a number of other people that I'm just looking at. Val Thor. That one really impressed me. Val Thor's message was, there are no demons as long as you don't make room for them. They do not exist. Do not use that word ever again. He said to me, I was abducted as a child. This is what Val Thor told her. I was abducted as a child. That's age 7 now. And I knew something happened to me. No harm was done. It was given as an upgrade. I was given an upgrade for this time. It was to take so my DNA would become active now. They say I'm not from Venus, from somewhere in the Pleiades. They said, not through part of the galaxy where angels are from. And I have a scar all of a sudden here on my face. It just came out maybe 5 years ago. And during my awakening, I met Archangel Michael. Okay. As strange as it sounds. And Archangel Michael's got a sword. And I kept on seeing the sword in the sky. Three times I've seen this sword in the sky. I mean, it takes up the entire sky. And Michael cut an L on my face, it's a cut of confirmation. It's a scar of belonging, that I'm part of the crystalline grid place. I'm a placeholder, if you will. Valthor and Michael place me here. And, don't get taken by the dark. I'm a light giver, part of the crystalline grid. And just remember, the gift from Val. So, she gave me a book of cards, like a tarot cards, but they weren't tarot cards. They were lists of famous people throughout our time. And I put you shuffle the deck and
Or like a shuffler back in the day. It's like one of those machines or something. You just do it by hand like they do.
I did it by hand. And I fan it out and I pull out one card. It was Valthor. Huh. So it kind of like, made it that this was real. This really happened because there's a cut here. I'm saying, what the heck is this cut here? It's like an L. It's like love L, but it's backwards. It's L. So if you look in the mirror, it's the right way. And so it's just interesting because I didn't say anything to them. And I knew something happened to me at age 7, but I didn't know what it was. I couldn't figure out what the heck happened. And I knew my family had some relationships with people in the NASA. So I didn't know why they were hanging around so long. But anyway, so my next album is Angel Numbers. Because I had been seeing a lot of numbers before my son had passed. When Michael came, I digress. I got a reading from another person by the name of Sol Rita, Solrita, and she read auras. So I went to see, she's in Australia, and I'm talking to her, and she goes, I see that you have a blue and yellow aura, and that's more because of entertainment, and are you in the music background? Is that what you do? Mm-hmm. And I said yes. She goes, but I see something else, and I've never seen this before. And she draws it, and she emails it to me. And it was wings. Huh. And she goes, you're an angel. You come from the angelic race of beings. So and right then and there, it all clicked. Because when Michael came, I was pissed at him for some reason. I said, can you come back another time? And the title track of Angel Numbers is, I wrote a song called Angel Numbers. And it's, I have time to read you the lyrics, but the lyrics are really terrific. They're somewhere here. It's like an angel flew down from above and stood in front of me, a world of wonder awakened in me, but all I said was, "Come back when I'm free."
Interesting.
So it just spilled out of me, based on the situation. I couldn't figure out why. If an angel's standing in front of you, the last thing you want to do is say, "Can you come back when I'm free?" Like you want to, you're going to bow down, you're going to pray to him, or whatever it is. This was it was like I was angry because a year later, to the day, my son was taken. I knew that because he came, something was going to happen that was going to rock my world. Mm-hmm. So that happened. Mm-hmm. And then when my son passed, I got his death certificate and I looked at his Social Security number. His Social Security number was my phone number as a child.
Really?
At age 7.
Oh, my gosh.
That is impossible. When I mean impossible, it's one thing to have the last 4 digits of the Social Security number, to be the last 4 digits of the number, but when every number is your phone number as a 7-year-old child, it brings it all back. And it shows that we're in a holographic matrix, I believe.
Wow.
We are here to learn. This is where we learn our lessons.
Something you brought up, the fact about, you remember your phone number at 7 years old. I couldn't remember all the phone numbers we had 7 years old, not even 10, 15, even 20 years old. It's like I have a hard time trying to remember my own phone numbers at the time. So
there was one number you had to remember because you didn't have a cell phone back then.
True.
And your mother made you, remember that one phone number, and it was 516-PY18034. And all those, the PY1s were numbers, because you had a rotary
phone. Yes, I remember that. Or I had the area code or TR5 or something like that. Or SA3 and the last four numbers and all that. And I think they did that also as their version of a text too, like an emergency too. It's A this and whatever else. So I remember those phones very well. And I wish we had one. Going back to the days if cell phones got bad or something happens, I pray landlines like that with rotary numbers do come back. Touch tones would be fine too.
Yeah, well, I collected antique phones maybe about 10, 15 years ago. I met an old timer who who retired from AT&T or I think it was AT&T. I think that's what it's called. And he had an entire garage full of antique phones.
Wow.
And I went in there and I pulled them out. And these phones some of them were in pure copper. Some of them were the tall wooden ones. You had the thing you had like this.
I remember you crank, hello, hello, hello. I remember that.
Amazing phones like that. My God. I had a friend of mine that's got an entire house full of those phones. I think he gives tours to the kids in school, which, quite frankly, we need more of. And we have to redo our education system because it's all false. It's a nightmare.
Yeah. As I say, I can imagine the phones back in the day too. You're really angry at somebody, tell them off or whatever it is. You just took the receiver, slammed it like that, and you got that loud ring. That shows what big of a statement you have. So it's like you'd tell someone's very angry. It's like, you got the receiver, blah, 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 and you just slam the phone like that. I mean, that was the ultimate right there, or getting back at somebody. It's like getting angry and clicking like that. There's just no thrill to it, to be
There's
honest
no hang up
with you.
on that. It says it's a hang up for pussies. Yeah.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
This is what the world's turned into, unfortunately,
And this is really sad, too, that we're also in a godless land as well, too. That's part of your angel numbers as well. And from what I understand, you'll be playing that. And we also talked about Nikolai, Don, and John Q. We also have The Name, Our Beautiful Ones, This Feeling of Love. There's also We Are Forever, A Glitch in Reality, A Sound Never Heard Before in the finale. And you can just tell us about a few of those songs before you play A Godless Land.
Well, actually, I'm going to do one. I changed it up real quick. This one's called Last Lifetime.
Oh, okay. So we're not doing Godless Land?
Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that one. I want to work on it a little more. But Last Lifetime is something I want everyone to think about because people have got to wake up and realize that we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, that's true, Dorothy. That's true. Yeah. So.
Exactly. Yes, that is correct. And
before you play Last Lifetime, tell us more about Godless Land and what you intended. If there's some other songs you want to talk about, that's fine too.
Yeah. Well, again, my songs are kind of like a story. They start from when I did Ascended Man, my first album. Ascended Man was literally each song led into the next song. Each song was like a chapter, and there were 10 chapters, and each song, told the story of what is going on at that time. The music I write is prophetic. So I write it, and I don't know when it's going to become, I guess, apropos, or it's going to be needed at that time. One song I wrote is called Harvest Blessings. That one's on the Language of Clouds. And that one is about when the storm is over. And that's one I would sing after with this because I want people to realize what's happening. So the songs are meant to awaken And the frequency written in 432 is meant to raise their frequency because it's very important for everyone on this, in this reality, if you will, or realm, to raise their frequency. Meditation is very, very important. Probably more than, living your life normally. Meditation gets you, in a theta mind phase. Mm-hmm. It allows you to work with your higher self, which is really all you have. So we're going to see a lot of interesting things happening in our world over the next 2 months. So people should just, be ready. But the music talks about these things that are coming. It talks about the things that, what our true history is. And to realize that everything that we think is up is down. Everything we think is down is up. And the good people are the bad people. The bad people are the good people. It's nothing what you think it is. And people have to open their eyes and realize that they need to start looking up, language of clouds, look up. That's what I did.
And one of the examples I've noticed too back in the days is like, evil is good and good is evil. It's like everything's really gotten turned around these days.
That is correct. The politicians you thought were good or not, and I'll tell you that the same thing with the newscasters and your situation. It's all turned around. So stop watching TV. That's all I can tell you is don't get carried away by the show because it is a show. Everyone's got their part to play, and if they can get you all hot and bothered and in fear, that lowers your frequency. So stop living in fear and, start going within, if you will, and realize that you're the one that you've been waiting for. Don't wait for, Jesus to come and save you. You're good enough. You are spiritually an angel or a piece of God. We're all fractal souls. We're not full souls. There's only one soul. That's it. Just one. And that's source. God's source. There's only one. We are fractals of that source, of that soul. We could never encompass the single soul. It's impossible. We would explode. So everybody is a little piece of God, if you will. And then in the end, we all come back and that's how God grows by living life.
It made me think of that Ascended Man CD with the ending song "We Are Source." There's also the track number 3 where it has we're all part of the puzzle, shadows and hues, and all of a sudden it's like I can't think of the name of the song. Believe it or not.
Illusions
That's
of life.
That was it. Yes, it's like, we're human. It's like we all have our brain blocks too. So, all right. So before continuing on the Mike Wagner Show with Scott Howard, we now present Scott from Angel Numbers. We have Last Lifetime here on the Mike Wagner Show.
Well, here, this is this is Illusions of Life.
Okay, and then we play that next. Okay, all right, so go ahead with it.
Let me get this right here now. That's good. That's good. Okay, so. Guitar?
Yep, we can all hear it.
How many times can I say that I'm sorry? How many ways can I say that I worry? Is this the last? Is this the last? Will this be the last lifetime? Why can't time be filled. How many times does my heart beat in this lifetime? Time is the love we have to give in this strife time. Is this the last? If there's a chance, this could be, and please don't be the last lifetime. Does time always kill? Why can't time stand still? Desecration, deforestation, manipulation, assassination, administration, killing the nation, federal education, dumbing down the nation, World War III, bringing us to our knees, lies, apartheid, genocide, nowhere to hide. The dark side. What do our children need to hear? We are sorry. Is this a world they should fear? We are sorry. Is this the last? If there's a chance, this could be the last. Our lifetime. Why can't time stand still? Why can't we be filled? Enough's enough, the bells crack the lock. God's truth reset the clock. Don't worry about it. Must transcend, this can't be the end. Night and time stand still. So much murder now up on the hill. What do our children need to fear? We are sorry. Is this a world they should fear? We are sorry. Is this the last? Based on the past, this could be the last. Oh, lifetime. This could be the last lifetime. Desecration, deforestation, manipulation, assassination, administration, killing the nation, federal education, dumbing down the nation, World War III, bringing us to our knees, lies, apartheid, genocide, nowhere to hide. The dark side. How many times can I say that I'm sorry? Is this the last? Based on the past, this could be the last. Oh, lifetime. Lifetime. Why can't time stand still? Anyway.
That was amazing. Very amazing. Scott Howard with finale Last Lifetime, the Mike Wagner Show from Angel Numbers. And where can we find Angel Numbers and all your works at?
Well, Angel Numbers is not done yet, but it will be done very soon. So when it is finished, it'll come out. I truly believe that this is probably some of my best work. And again, A Lightworker's Journey, the ebook, will be out first. That will probably blow people's minds. They won't look at the sky the same anymore. And I think that they'll look at life a little differently. It's about 300 pages long. For an ebook, that's pretty big, and it includes photos. One thing I did as it's all started with a camera, a Nikon P900 camera, and I was taking photos, and I noticed that the photos weren't matching what I was seeing visually through my eye. The lens was picking up a lot more, and quite frankly, when I realized what I was looking at, it blew my mind. So the ebook will be out probably in the next 30 days or so. It'll be everywhere. A Lightworker's Journey. And they should go to scotthowardmusic.com for updates. And they can find my music there. And my vinyl album is only available on the website. Spotify, Scott Howard Music, I believe it is. You can hear, I have got about 17 songs on Spotify that they can listen to. And if they go to YouTube, they can watch my music videos, which are not your normal music videos. There's about 5 or 6 really good songs on there on YouTube, which again is Scott Howard channel. Scott Howard, I think it's Scott Howard Music Channel or something like that.
And I'm sure they'll look it up too on YouTube as well too. And what else can we expect from you for the rest of the year and into 23, Scott?
Well, I hope to tour. That'd be very nice too, because I've got a very large following in UK, and my next album after Angel Numbers is The Tree of Life. And all the songs have been written. I mean, I've got at least 3-4 albums worth of songs written. But these two, I know the names of these two. So, they'll get out, as soon as possible. The tough part obviously is, it costs a lot of money to make a record, and then they don't want to pay you for it. I think I sold about maybe almost 250,000 records I sold, and I think I made $1.25.
That's on Spotify, right?
100, yeah, Spotify, but Apple as well. But it's crazy. They just you can't make a living. So, but thank God I'm not doing this to make a living. I'm doing this to help awaken those that are seeing things today that they don't understand. A lot of people are becoming psychic overnight, and they're seeing things in their homes and outside, and they can't figure out what the heck they're seeing. So hopefully that's something that I can help them with. That's what the music's about. The music is to help them awaken, and and if they have questions, and they don't be afraid. It's the veil is almost gone. It's broken down. It's pretty thin now, and it won't take much more. But when the sky goes off, and the sky will probably be turned off, it's like a light switch, and there's a lot of people watching us up there, and they're here to help us. But some are not. But the majority of them, yes, they want to help us, and they want to help us move up into a higher frequency, which is very important, because there are literally 10 levels in every dimension. There's like the fourth dimension is 10 levels before you can get to the fifth dimension. Well, we're literally getting out of the third dimension, going into the fourth dimension, and we got to get up to the fifth dimension. There's a lot of things going on. They're going to see huge planet-sized objects in the sky. You can see them now on live camera feeds. If you go to live camera feeds in Alaska, I believe a lot of them are Alaska. There's a couple of others where you can see these huge planets with huge craters and stuff, and they're turning. You can see them turning like quickly, and they've been trying to hide them for a long time, and all their spraying doesn't hide them anymore. So if you go to the live camera feeds, you'll start to see a lot of strange things, including the clouds, how the clouds are not what you think they are. The clouds are artificial. A lot of them are artificial, cloaking up ships, but it's also a realm. It's the fourth level of heaven, and people have forgotten. And I've got photos in my ebook that is going to blow people away. You've got buildings, you've got cities, you've got people walking up there. You got pyramids, the things you're going to see up there, dragons. I mean, everything you think is not real, sorry, it's real. Stargates are real. Jump rooms are real. People on Mars are real. It's all real.
Mm-hmm. And certainly is as well, too. And before we go here on the Mike Wagner Show, would you like to play one more song for us before we wrap up?
Let's see. Yes, I'd have to change my guitar, so give me 1 second here.
Oh, that's perfectly okay. While you're doing that, I'd like to invite you to listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the mikewagnershow.com. It's powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. If you're looking for a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also sponsored by our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. And if you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for It Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the mikewagnershow.com on 40 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and also on hamiltonradio.net every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central for the Mike Wagner Show. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, and hoodies. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books, merchandise, and more, including Missing, Once and Wrinkles, plus T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're wrapping up with Scott Howard here on the Mike Wagner Show. He had the World Ascension Tour live album, also ascendedman to start, The Language of Clouds, and we talked about the upcoming Angel Numbers and his Light Workers ebook as well too. And Scott, before we wrap up, and he's time to find a appropriate song. What song would you like to go ahead and play for us to wrap up tonight? Okay, looks like Scott's still working on it here, so he's just trying to decide as well too. And also like to remind everybody that you can tune into the Mike Wagner Show at the mikewagnershow.com. We're on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more as well too. So it looks like Scott is still working on getting one more song. He can change his guitar. So you're almost there, huh?
I'm almost there. I'm trying to decide whether to give you a surprise and play you a little bit of A Godless Land.
Do you need some help from an angel or a medium and everything? It's like, I can send some more from North Dakota. It's like, they got some really good angels too, so we'll just send some over.
Okay, let's see. All right, I'll play a little bit of God's Land for you. Yeah, let's see.
Okay, we'll certainly do so. That's from the upcoming Angel Numbers release, and we encourage you to go to Scott Howard's website, scotthowardmusic.com. You can also check out his works, check out his videos, and everything else. And of course, if you guys are interested in being a sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, you can also send me an email to the mikewagnershow@gmail.com. We love to work with you. That's the mikewagnershow@gmail.com. And looks like, Scott, you're just about ready to go. So here we go. Godless Land, Scott Howard here on the Mike Wagner Show.
Yes, this is a little sampling here, so don't expect any miracles.
That's
maybe
fine.
Expect some miracles. That's okay.
We prayed you get through this.
I have to put this on here. Sorry. I knew I forgot something.
I think the angels were trying to guide you.
Yes. They told me to play this. Oh. sold on Prime. World's decisions based on false facts. Taxes on the tax, an unholy act. Some things change strange, I can't remember when. How does a human race survive? Past and future are outsourced. Praying for miracles from an unseen source. Just let go, stop living life on a mental cross. Start winning the coin toss. Tomorrow's not as far as it seems. We're all sleeping in a 5D dream. 5D dream. Where is God's land? This is God's land. It's here for those who take a stand. Where is God's land? Oh, oh. This is God's land. We're here where we belong. Time to break the mold and be strong. That was a little taste of it.
That was amazing. Once again, Scott Howard here on the Mike Wagner Show with the upcoming Angel Numbers. Scott, a very big thank you for your time. You're always amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Once again, tell us the website and where can we purchase your music and how they contact you.
It's scotthowardmusic.com is the website. And again, Spotify, I guess it's Scott Howard Music. Hopefully you have the right Scott Howard. Evidently, there's two of us. And for whatever reason, his music was showing up on my music, and I don't know, it was a nightmare. So please make sure it's this face that's on there and this guitar. But in any case, and then YouTube, again, Scott Howard, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff too. And I thank you all for listening, and I do hope that you'll, take a chance and listen to something that can teach as well as awaken. And feel free to leave a message on the website, because there's a place where you can leave messages. And again, the ebook, A Lightworker's Journey, is going to be interactive. So you'll be able to not only read it, there'll be videos inside the ebook, and you'll be able to interact with the website, with the book, and you get, free downloads of music and stuff by answering and interacting with the ebook. The ebook literally continues. The ebook grows. So it's as my life goes on and I experience more awakenings, if you will, I'll be able to report them and hopefully teach as well as enlighten and keep people from going into fear.
We will certainly do. So once again, Scott, a very big thank you for your time. You're always amazing, and looking forward to having you soon. Just make sure you keep in touch, keep up to date, and definitely a great future ahead of you. And we wish you all the best, and please stay in touch.
Thanks. Be late.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show. Brought to you by international award-winning author Mia Mohsen-Zia of Missing. And powered by Sonic Web Studios. Be sure to join us again on over 40 podcast platforms. And of course on the mikewagnershow.com, hamiltonradio.net, and Diamonds FM. Don't forget to support our program with a generous donation at themikewagnershow.com. Thanks for listening.